Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on the purchase of your JAYFLIGHT SLX 212 QB travel trailer. Guys, pick a cool little trailer here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration. Room for your awning to come out. And then where your water and power connections are going to be. Water is going to be just ahead of your tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power just above the rear tire. It's parked accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Simply lower or raise your unit with your power tongue jack. Do have a docking light should you arrive at night. There's a rubber stopper here for a manual override crank should you lose power. Speaking of power, when you arrive, check your battery posts. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose as you're going down the road. Once you got your unit level, next thing you do is stabilize it. On all four corners of the unit, you have stabilizing jacks. Little 3/4 inch crank. Put that on there and run these down. As I run these down, I'm going to talk about stabilizing jacks. Stabilizing jacks are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jack pads, or excuse me, jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, and hot blacktop in the summer. It'll better distribute the weight. And just a really good investment. So you use your 10% off coupon, grab you a 4-pack of those from the store, and run these down. Now you only want to run them down just until they're taut. So once you receive any type of resistance on your hand crank, you're down far enough. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You got your unit level and stable. Now we can hook up our power and water. Your 30 amp cord stores conveniently right inside. Just push it back in there when you're done. Big long cord. At the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug in at home, is a 30 to 110 adapter in your convenience pack. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Campsites, you hook up to City Water Connect. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use this when putting water into your City Water Connect or your black tank flush. Hook that up, hook your hose up, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come right here to the rear of your unit and open up your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's back on. You may have left that out from last time you were camping. Draining your hot water heater, get that back on snug, and then you can turn on your water. If your hose has been on for a little bit, go inside and open up your hot water tap. Once water's coming out of there, you know all your air's out of your lines, and you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Should you be going camping and you're not going to use city water, you can fill this potable water tank. No need for water pressure regulator here. Simply fill it with a hose. 2 ways to tell it's full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. 2, go inside and press your fresh tank button, and that'll tell you when this is full. Got our power and water hooked up. We're all ready to camp. Let me walk you around the unit and show you the rest of the things. Starting here in the rear of your off-camp side, your cable for the campsite. Rear stabilizing jack, hot water. This is your flue for your furnace. Steer clear of that if you run your furnace. It does get hot. Potable water, power. Do have an outdoor shower on this unit. 751 kilo fit in there. Your City Water Connect, your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. And down here's your low point drain and your black and gray holding tanks. You pass through storage with your hitch work in there. The propane does come with a cover. Has a regulator, simply point it toward the tank you wish to use. Lefty loosey to open. Power tongue jack, your hand crank for the jack. Stabilizing jack, should pass through storage. Your awnings run almost all the way out. I'll show you how far to run that out when we go out. But you do have a pitch arm on these. If it's raining, you want the rain to come this way, simply pull down on that pitch arm and that'll pitch your awning top to run the rain this way. Coming around to your campsite, this is a vent for your microwave. It's also prepped for a TV. Get a bracket, snaps right on here. Your cable to 110 if you want to watch TV out here. Your rear stabilizing jacks. You can also pitch away on this end. On the rear of the unit, you've got prepped for a Furrion backup camera and a ladder to go up and check your seams. Go up and maintain your roof. Check it out a couple times a year and caulk as needed. That covers everything out here. Let's take a look inside your unit. First thing I like to note in the unit is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Next to that, on the bottom of your cabinet here, is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12-volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and nothing plugged in charging your battery, go ahead and disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. On the wall here, turn on a little light. Here's our interior and exterior lighting. You do have a lot of individual one-touch lighting throughout the unit. Here's where you run your awning in and out. Ran that almost all the way out. I'm going to finish running that out. Just to show you, you want to run that out until that flap falls down to 9 degrees and you can see your bar. Once you've seen your bar, you know you're out far enough. Down below that, here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Your water heater if hooked up to gas, and then on the one on the right, your water heater if you're hooked up to electricity. Here's where you check your levels, your brand new battery, your fresh tank. That's the button I said you can hold in to tell when your potable water is full, and your black and gray tanks. Finish running your awning in. Bright LED lights, speakers in the ends of the awning. Coming into your kitchen here is self-explanatory microwave. There's a light and a fan for above your stove. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light, turn on your gas, you'll see it go from blue to red, hit your spark, and there's your flame. Same thing in the oven. Turn this to light right there, and then light it from down here. No need for a pilot light anymore, and if you point this down, that gives you an oven light. Coming in here to your sound system. Set up on Bluetooth right now. Let's switch that to FM. Probably won't pick up any channels in here. We're indoors inside the garage. I'm gonna shut that off. So if you got music indoors, outdoors, or both, whatever's blue is on. Here's your different modes. You can run your TV sound through it, front audio, TV audio, Bluetooth, DVD, CD player. Really nice system here. Touch it to mute, hold it in to shut it off. Also prepped for a TV here. There's your cable and 110 up there. You know that your table will lift up and remove those legs. Set your table down on these lips, remove your back cushions. It gives you another bed there. This sofa over here will jackknife down into a bed. There's access to your water heater bypass and your furnace. Lift up the front and pull the back towards you to shut that. Your Nordic cold fridge. Hold that for about 3 seconds and that'll turn on. So whatever's white is what you're controlling. Blue, white is the freezer. So we got that at 5. We'll come over to the fridge. We'll lower the fridge temperature to 3. That's good. And then there's a night mode. Night mode's telling the fridge, I'm not going to be using you as much. Please reduce the power, and it does so. Down below your fridge is access panel to your breaker box and fuses. 30, 40, and a bunch of 15s in there. I'd recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Next to your bathroom here is your furnace, or your thermostat. We'll turn your air on first. That comes on. We'll shut your air off and turn your furnace on. Air shuts off quick. Furnace on. Now the furnace, you'll notice, you'll hear the fan takes a little bit longer to shut off than the AC. In your bathroom, I just want to mention in here is where your 110 with GFCI reset is at. You have a hand crank open powered exhaust vent here. Bedroom, this is the TV mount. Put a TV on this, you can unsnap that, and this is one that'll snap on that same device outside. Prep for TV in here with cable and 110. This is a template for techs if you ever decide to get solar in here. That is where it is solar prepped. Down here is your blue accent light, and all these are individual lights. Shut a few of them off. You do have storage underneath the bed that's accessible from outdoors, so big storage here. This is access to the back of your shower in there. That about covers everything in here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite now. So what I like to do is come here and shut off my interior lights. That way I can go through and I can see any individual lighting that I need to walk through and shut off. Lastly, this one. Now all of our lights are off. Exit the unit. If I was bringing up these steps, make sure your exterior door is all the way out. Otherwise, this will catch on it. Lift this up, softly set it in, pull back on this and lock your door in. Close your exterior door, lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn this handle over your door. We'll bring up our stabilizing jacks. Now you can run these up and down with a drill gun or an impact driver, but when you're coming down, just make sure that you slow down, because again, you don't want to change the levelness of your unit. You just want to get these down so they're nice and taut to make your unit stable. After you brought up your stabilizing jacks, unhook your cable and water. I want to unhook our water first because you want to come here to your low point drain. Open those up. Come to your hot water heater. Pull up on this pressure release valve. That's going to drain your hot water heater. Remember to push this back down or your door will not close. And then you can pull your drain plug down here for the rest of the water. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take your sewage hose, comes to your convenience pack. Hook it up here. First thing you're going to do is pull your black holding tank. And after it sounds like that's no longer draining, come up here to your tank flush. Again, use your water pressure regulator. Hook up the hose at the dump station. With your black handle open, turn that on for a good 5 minutes. Wash out your black tank, get that nastiness out of there. Unhook your hose, close that up, close your black tank. Pull your gray tank. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Come right here to your bumper and conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose in your bumper. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.